back, everyone. Hope everyone had a good day today. We didn't really trade, well, we didn't trade at all today because, as soon as we got the Monday or the Sunday open, price kind of just took off. If you look at my previous video on Friday, was it on Friday? On my previous video, I did say that I was going to hold on to my Euro trade, and I got my entry around this area here, and I held it over the weekend to target this low. So Friday, the 11th of April's low, to dig deeper into the fair value gap, which we got. We've even closed way below the fair value gap. So yeah, that was a plus. So yeah, on Monday or today, we didn't really trade anything. So we just waited for this day to pass. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, I'm gonna sit on my hands as well and not trade as well, because we have CPI. So alongside other news events like FOMC, the federal fund rates, and NFP, CPI is another thing that we do not trade. You don't want to get in the way of the CPI news release. It's a no-go. It's like standing in front of a steam train. You just get rolled over. So yeah, we've got CPI tomorrow. Wednesday, we've got no news. Thursday, we've got pound news, we've got core PPI. Yeah, just a whole bunch of dollar news as well at 8:30. Got the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, speaking. And then on Friday, we have more USD red folder news as well. So yeah, it's best to just wait. After Tuesday, when the market shows its hand, that's when we'll look to entertain the markets. So yeah, just let Tuesday pass and then start to trade Wednesday. So for tomorrow, even though we're not trading, we still need to find a direction of where we want the market to go. So we always start off with the higher time frames. So sorry, I sound a bit clogged up. I'm still a bit ill. So we start off on a weekly time frame. On a weekly time frame, price has been pretty bearish. So we've got to move lower. Fair value gap formed, was rebalanced. Got to move lower. Formed another fair value gap, and this is where price is currently playing at. So what I could see happening here, it's a very tricky one, especially with the CPI news tomorrow. We could get a rejection. Let me take off the magnet. We could get a rejection. So where price is at right now, so price is just floating around here. CPI could send price lower, turning it into a black candle, into a bear candle, and then price could end up closing like this and then moving lower. So price could move higher where price is right now, and then just move lower from here and turn into a black candle. So yeah, you can really and truly just sit on your hands. You can't really tell what's going to happen on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame, we have, so this is Monday's candle, we have a bullish close. So price is going to close in about 54 minutes, or the candle's about to close in 54 minutes. So yeah, if the candle closes like this, so if the candle closes close to this high, then I do expect price to run higher, just to take out this high. Trying to reach for this high is a bit optimistic. So yeah, we'll just play with this high for now. Once price takes out this high, we'll be able to see what happens from there. as for now, that's what I'm targeting right now. So I'm just going to look for price to target this high. If we go into the 4-hour time frame, we have a 4-hour. We have a 4-hour fair value gap. So this candle's high to this candle's low. So we have a huge candle moving up. So this is a buy side imbalance and sell side inefficiency. So what this is just this huge candle here is just buy side. Only buy side has been offered. There's no selling whatsoever. So what price could look to do is move back into here and rebalance this area. So the reason why this is called a fair value gap is to offer fair value for people that have missed the trade to the upside or missed all the buy-in. Price will then come back into here, offer price at a fair value, at a fair value gap, and possibly move higher to the upside. So that's what I have on the cards for the dollar. So yeah, price could move into here and then move higher, or price might not even move into here. It could just, so upon midnight open, so Tuesday, as soon as Tuesday opens, price could just run up into the high and take out the previous day's high and then move lower from here. So yeah, really and truly, we just gotta wait until CPI gives us a proper direction. You don't want to go into the market with two biases. So the move higher and then lower, or the move lower then higher. You'd rather just wait for news to pass to give you a clear direction of what the market wants to do before you entertain the market. Pardon, sorry about that. So yeah, that's all I have right now on the cards for the dollar. So on the euro, it's basically the same thing. Got price trading through this weekly fair value gap. So price could reject higher and then end up closing like this candle here. So where price is right now, so price opened up here, so it's currently floating right now. This where price is right now could move higher, turn into a green candle and close like this. So its main aim was just to rebalance this fair value gap and then move higher, or it could just keep falling, but we don't know right now. Like, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. On the daily, the same as the dollar, but obviously in the opposite direction. Got the previous day's low, so this candle's already closed and the next day is opened. So the previous day low is what I'm targeting for tomorrow. So for Tuesday, I'm targeting the previous day's low. Trying to target here, like I said, on the dollar in the opposite direction. It's very optimistic. Price is still pretty far away from this low here, so yeah, the only thing I'm going to target is the previous day's low for now. Yeah, so we've got a 4-hour fair value gap from this candle's low to this candle's high. So when Tuesday midnight finally comes about, price could move higher into the 4-hour fair value gap, and then you could get a move lower to target previous day's low. So that could all happen on Tuesday. I just it drew that a bit bigger than I expected. Or we may not even rebalance this area. We could just get a move straight into the previous day as well, and then just get a move to the upside again. I drew that too big, so that could all happen on Tuesday. So yeah, like I said, there's two biases, so I've got two directions price could go into. So yeah, right now I'm in a neutral position. Like I said, I'd rather just wait for the CPI news event to pass by before I entertain the market on a Wednesday. So yeah, that's what I have for the euro. The pound, yeah, it's the same thing as well. Right now, price is currently in at a weekly fair value gap. The daily candle is closed bearish, so it's close to the candle's low. So price is likely to deviate towards that low and take out that low. It wouldn't make sense for it to run up higher and take all of this out before taking that. So it's got to take that first before the huge move higher. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for price to move lower first, then possibly go higher. We have a 4-hour fair value gap. So from this candle's low to this candle's high, price has already run into it, rebalanced it, and then moved lower. But now we're just floating around. We could get a move back into it again before a move lower. But like I said, because the CPI news is such a big news event, what price tends to do on the previous day is just consolidate and accumulate orders. So price is probably just going to knock around. When the news finally comes, that's when the market will come alive again. So we could see something like this. So price just mess around, accumulate orders. Then the news event comes, we get a huge manipulation to the upside. Then once the news passes, then we start to entertain the market and look for our sell positions. So we could look to sell here, we could look to sell here, to then target the previous day lows that we want to target. And yeah, that's all I have for now. If I look on the Euro GBP, the Euro, how did this close? So yeah, the Euro is looking very weak. So the Euro versus the pound, the Euro's tanking, so it's weaker than the pound right now. So for tomorrow, when CPI news passes, I would look to be trading the Euro to sell. Because if the dollar we're looking to buy, and then the pound, and then the Euro is weaker than the pound, then I'd look to trade the Euro against the dollar tomorrow. So I'd look to sell the Euro. That's looking at the best pair to short right now. So yeah, that's all I have on the cards for now. I don't really have anything else. So the protocol for tomorrow: wait for the CPI news to release to pass. Once that passes and the market gives you, it tips its hand to you and it shows you what it wants to do, that's when you look to entertain the market. But yeah, tomorrow, trade safe, be cautious, don't rush anything, and yeah, be safe.